I'm going to do one more example of the displacement versus time graph, or position versus time graph. I'm on the blue note sheet that we did today, displacement versus time or position versus time. I'm looking at the back, and I'm on the last problem in this row. I'm going to do this one here. All right, so I have a major change in motion, and I am not going to be able to treat this as one thing. I'm actually going to divide it into two parts. So I'm going to have part A over here, and I'll have part B over here. First of all, when an object, I'm looking at the displacement, when an object reaches the peak here, and it goes as far up as it's going to go, its velocity is 0 for a split second, right? So it like goes up, and it's getting slower, and then it stops for just a second, and then it turns around, and it comes back down, getting faster. So we know that up here, we know the velocity is 0. We've been talking about that already. Just kind of keep that in mind. So I see that this is a distance versus time. So I'm going to look at part A, slope and curve. The slopes in part A, it's generally going from here to here. That is a positive slope. That means they're positive velocities, which means during this section it's moving forward. There's a curve, and this curve is part of down like a mountain. Down means negative acceleration. And then I look at these two together, and since they have opposite signs, that means that it is slowing down. So opposite sides is slowing down. Okay. At this point, the slope is 0. The velocity is 0, right? So in the first part, we've got moving forward and slowing down. Right here for a split second, the velocity is 0. And then after that, in part B, so I just have another slope curve. The slope in part B here, they're all negative. So all of these are negative. Again, from here to here is the negative direction. So my slope is negative, which is the same thing as saying my velocities are negative, and that means it's moving backwards or down. And my curve is still down like a mountain. So this is also down like a mountain. So this whole thing is down like a mountain, and down means negative acceleration. And in this case, since I have the same signs, that tells me that it is speeding up. So what happens here is the object is going forward and slowing down, and then for a split second it stops, and then on the way back it's going backwards and speeding up. So the object went forward and slowed down, stopped for just a second, and then turned around backwards and sped up. This is like what a graph of throwing an object up, like a projectile straight up in the air, would look like.